Yes, hello. My name is Yuri Witkowski. Welcome to another exciting, terrific episode of my elite cigarette review. On this show, we review a high quality brand cigarette because we all love to put the smoke into our bodies and blow out of our bodies. So, we will be doing today a very exciting review. My friends, I'm very excited because I have purchased online the cigarettes from Canada, believe it or not. There's a website called buycheapsmokes.com, and I went to this website. I ordered the cigarettes. It was very, very inexpensive. For an entire carton of cigarettes, I paid, believe it or not, 50 Canadian dollars, which, like, in American money is like, I don't know, like $5 or $10 American or something like that. Like, I don't really know the exchange rate, but it was very, very affordable. So this makes me very, very warm in my chest. So, yes, so today let's take a look at the cigarettes we will be reviewing today on the show. So today, my friends, it's going to be the Canadian Classic Silver cigarettes. And like I said, these come from Canada, as you can tell. I like this packaging very much. It doesn't make me feel like a second-class citizen when I have a nice packaging, when I take out and, for example, offer somebody a cigarette. Nobody likes to see rotten teeth or Asian kids in respirators or abortions in toilets when they smoke. I don't even think about abortions in toilets when I smoke. So why would I want to see that on my cigarette pack? Instead, we have a very attractive packaging, as you can see, with the Canadian Classic Silver. We have a nice little leaf here, for example. And then here it says Canadian Classic Silver in dual color writing, silver and white. Okay. And then if you scroll down the pack with your eyes, you see this nice little scene here. They have a nice little Canadian wildlife scene. It looks like a wilderness of some sorts, and presumably there's this river and then the forest, perhaps a buffalo, maybe like a wolf in the forest. And then perhaps here there will be a majestic eagle flying while a Canadian fly fishes in the current of the river. Yes, that's what I see. And that makes me feel good. It doesn't make me feel like smoking is a demon, okay? Because smoking has been demonized, and attractive packaging is very hard to come by. So, thumbs up to Canadian Classic Silver for this beautiful packaging. So, on the side of the package, we have, let's see what we have here. Oh, we have the ingredients of the cigarette. This is pretty rare these days. I find most companies don't put that on there. It used to be mandatory to put on there. So you have like the tar and the nicotine and all the formaldehyde and all the good stuff we love in cigarettes there. It's nice to see that the proportions are in there, so I know what I'm smoking. It makes sense, right? On the other side here we have little writings. It says made in First Nations territory in Canada. And as you know, my friends, First Nations cigarettes are excellent quality, super high quality. It's always a treat for me when I get to smoke the Canadian tobacco. I find Canadian tobacco is probably the best tobacco in the universe. Some people will, you say, Yuri, what you talk, there's many other different kinds of, but I like the Canadian the best, okay, because it has usually a nice light flavor. It doesn't overwhelm, and is very smooth. It's very very excellent quality tobacco. So my friends, let's crack this package open for you and show you what we have inside. This is a standard package, 20 cigarettes, all king size. It's nothing quite like opening a nice fresh pack of cigarettes. It comes open very nicely. We have a little writing on the inside of the pack, but everything looks pretty standard. Take that out, and there they are, and sitting in their glorious packaging. We have 20 white filter cigarettes, as you can see. Beautiful snow white color. I prefer the white filters. They usually symbolize that the cigarette is lighter. And then the brown filters. Brown filters usually like a bold flavor or like a full flavor cigarette, which is fine too. I like those as well, but I prefer smoking a lighter tobacco usually. So let's take one of these out. Looks like a standard cigarette. Just standard king size cigarette. It is very well and nicely packed. There's no need to hit the cigarette to pack it down. It's perfect just the way it came out of the package. Here we have a nice little gold ring around the filter, which looks really good. Let's have a whiff of this cigarette and tell you what it smells like. That is just an absolutely incredible smell. Right out of the package, it smells fresh. It smells like very earthy, very not too spicy, but a little spicy. It kind of probably smells like, you know, the wilderness on this package. You know, a little mossy. Definitely well cured, super fresh smelling. Let's take another whiff. Definitely finely cured, perfectly cured First Nations tobacco. I'm very, very impressed already with this cigarette. Let's maybe light it up and tell you what it tastes like. So right off the bat, I took a nice haul, and I can tell you right away, the initial hit is just excellent. It's more of like there's not too much bite to it, which I really, really like. It's more like, let me take one more drag here. You know, it tastes like you're getting like a throat hug instead of a throat hit, which is nice. Okay. It feels like a hug from a good friend. You know what I mean? Like, you don't want the cigarette that's going to overwhelm you right off the top. You know, you want a little bit of foreplay before you get into the real action. Let me take another drag and tell you what else I'm tasting here. So yeah, the cigarette is incredibly smooth. Looks like the ash is ghost white. Which is excellent, because then you know that the cigarette was cured properly, and most importantly, it was flushed of all of the unnecessary processing chemicals that go into the cigarette making process. So let's draw. Let's keep drawing again. So I'm noticing as I smoke this cigarette, this excellent fine quality cigarette, it's getting a little bit stronger, but not too much stronger. Like if I could say, like, you know, out of a strength, let's say it was like a 7, you know, as about a quarter of the cigarette has been smoked, not even a quarter really, it's going about to a 7.5 or an 8, which I really, really like. It's very gentle. You know, I can imagine this cigarette, you know, burning this slow. This would be a good philosophy cigarette to have, for example, in your pockets. So like when a friend comes over, you can offer them a cigarette and say, hey, try one of these slow burning Canadian Classic Silver, and let's like discuss the, like, for example, like maybe the current world events, or like perhaps the meaning of life, or like I don't know, like maybe we'll discuss why cats are like cats, you know what I mean? So let's take one more hit here. Man, that is very smooth. That is an excellent cigarette. I'm highly delighted that this cigarette is so good. You know, paying $50 for an entire carton of cigarettes, I didn't know what I was going to get, but this is a very high quality cigarette. Like if I was to give a rating of this cigarette, you know, really like I'm biased with the Canadian tobacco because I like Canadian tobacco more, but like I would give this a 5 out of 5 easy. I've had 5 cigarettes and 0 cigarettes, and this is definitely a 5. So highly recommend it. My friends, I don't really know what more I can say. I will post the links for you where you can buy these cigarettes down in my description of the video. I will list for you everything there so you can go. It was a very easy process for me. I ordered, very low shipping fee. Like they came quick right to my house. I was knocked at the door, mailman gave me the cigarette. I didn't have to sign, no pay, no taxes, no duties. And he left right away, which was great. Another thing, another nice thing about these cigarettes is, $15 to $20 a pack now for government cigarettes is getting a bit ridiculous, and they're not even good quality cigarettes. Like for example, this is an excellent quality cigarette. I'm smoking this. I've smoked half of this cigarette already, and the filter is intact. Okay, it's burning slow. Okay, which is good. Sometimes with these government cigarettes, you get the filter and you smoke it and it squashes down like a little piece of shit, like underneath a shoe, like a little turd. It just squashes right down. Like I squashed this filter, you can't even like squash it. These are very high quality filters, which I definitely appreciate and love. Let me take another drag here. So my friends, to sum it all up, 5 out of 5 stars for the Canadian Classic Silver Canadian cigarettes. Highly recommended. What is more there to say, my friends? It's like Christmas on January 10th. It's very similar to a homeless gypsy with purple pantaloons at the railway station. Okay, now you should understand that. It might lose a little bit of translations, okay? But generally you should catch my wind, okay? So my friends, please take care, keep smoking, and stay strong. I will see you next time on another fabulous lit cigarette review. Na zdrowie.